Hey everyone, I am your host today at 585 Rent to Own. My name is Joe. Jenn will be joining us in 1 second. She is just sharing this video so all of our friends and family could see this and see what's going on. If you're new to the page, drop a like down below, 585 Rent to Own. If you are looking for a house, this could be in all of New York State now, guys, and all of Pennsylvania. So I know that you see the name up top says 585 Rent to Own, but we buy and sell properties all over New York State. So if you are looking for a property for yourself, maybe it's a loved one, you are at the right place. We get a lot of questions about how does rent to own work. Guys, you know, does a 550 credit score work? Yeah, we work with good credit. We work with bad credit too. We are totally flexible as far as that goes. People ask, how long can I make payments before I could actually purchase the home? If you need 3, 4, 5 years, that's fine. We give you that time. Where do we have houses available? Well, if you look up in the link above, we've got 3 houses now available. We've got one in Hilton, New York, which is just right outside Rochester. We've got one in Brockport, New York, which is same thing, right outside Rochester. We have one in Elkin, Pennsylvania. That is just over the border of New York and PA, just south of Corning. Cute house, guys, a huge garage. This is a really nice house. And we have a few more in Pennsylvania coming, and we get a lot more in New York State coming your way too. So we have a lot of good stuff coming. So if you're looking for a property, like I said before, now's the best time. So one of the things we get asked all the time is, how much do I need for my down payment? Well, that's always based on the property. What we do is we work with houses in all price ranges. We might have a $50,000 home. We might have a $400,000 home, and those are going to be different. So it really depends on the house that you're looking at. And you got to remember, this goes towards your purchase. So the more you're going to put down, the better your chances are of obviously getting approved down the road and giving you better payments, all types of great, wonderful things, which we dive into a lot more. But rent to own, like I said, it doesn't get any better than this, because when a lot of times the bank says, no, you can't get your house yet, we say yes. So how that works is, if we have one of our properties available, you can reach out to us, drop us a message, and if we haven't gotten back to you, just send it again. So sorry, we just got somebody actually on our team to help out with that, because the last person who was working with us was fantastic. However, she also had a job being a COVID tracker, and we all know how that spiked up, so she actually got a promotion, is doing a lot more work, and it was just it was a lot of work for her, guys, and we get a lot of messages about these homes. So we want to make sure. We sure do.
I'm here, guys. Sorry, I'm just sharing.
She's sharing. But we do. We get, it could be 200 to 300 messages
Take a second and share for us. Tell them about that.
Yeah, and I was just going to dive into that. This is the cool thing, guys. We pay $1,000 for referrals. That's buying and selling. So if you know somebody who's looking to sell their house, maybe it's not listed yet, and it's a friend, your own house, we give you a no obligation quote for free right over the phone. So if you know anybody who's looking to do that, and you put us together, you link us up with it, could be a friend, coworker, family member, and we buy the house, we pay you $1,000. And if you go to Jenn Buys 585, JENN, 2 N's, because she is double so fancy. But if you go to Jenn Buys 5, I always say that, I don't know why. But Jenn Buys 585 on Facebook, you'll see testimonials. People are giving the checks to. It's really, really cool, because they're helping out a friend or family member sell their house. They put $1,000 in their pocket, which who could beat that? And then obviously that's going to help us create a beautiful home for somebody else. And so there's so many different wins. And we always say here that if you do real estate right, everyone should win. And that's the name of the game. So we also pay $1,000 if you know somebody's looking to get into a house. So tax season is around the corner, guys. And so that means you're going to have your tax money. If you have that and you have that down payment ready to go, we take only about a week before when we first meet and you walk through the property, and we do virtual walkthroughs too. So there's no having to meet us physically at the property worried about COVID. We have the coolest system in the world for doing virtual walkthroughs. You get to walk through the property, actually walk through it, not through a computer, and we'll be with you virtually. So that's really cool.
Hello.
I'm supposed to be moving somewhere by tomorrow. Have not received any attention from a 2-bathroom.
Okay, so if you're looking for a home, then send us a message and
Yeah.
we can kind of chat and see if one of our homes is a good fit for you. We don't have a 4-bedroom at the moment, though.
No.
So just send us a message because, like Joe was saying, we've got Courtney now on our team. So she is awesome.
Yes, and we do have a lot of folks say, hey, listen, I just need a rental. Guys, that's really not what we specialize in. We really specialize in rent to own. We want to work with somebody who their idea is to own this house one day. And to be quite honest with you, what we do is we don't get paid until you own it. So it's in our best interest to help you make it happen. Because obviously we love to sell it to you. And the point of it, how we do it is we don't have to worry about a realtor. We get to sell it directly to you. You get to move into somewhere beautiful, pay rent, which nobody will let you do until you're able to make that purchase. Now, we have one of our folks going through the process right now, and he says, I can't wait to do a commercial and be on here with you.
I know. I think we're going to do like an interview through Zoom or something. I wish we could go in person, but until we can do that, I'm so excited for them. They are just checking things right off their list, and they've been doing everything that we've, kind of walked through them here the last couple years. And this home is going to be there. I mean, it's been theirs, but officially theirs super soon.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, they have a housewarming party when they first move in,
Yep.
but then it's still a second celebration once you actually sign the paperwork and it's now transferred into your name and
Yep.
you own it. And we are so happy to be making that happen for them too, because they really are great people. And we are actually talking with a few others right now to see, because guys, we actually just joined forces with a fantastic mortgage person. So we are super excited
He's
for
an
that
incredible
too.
loan officer. So he knows his stuff and he's ready to rock.
Boy, does he know his stuff too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fantastic. So if you find one of these houses, I mean, come our way. So if you are looking in a certain area, write in the comments VIP.
I would even say, like, instead of writing the comments to help Courtney out, shoot us a quick message, guys, on the Facebook
Yes.
page, 585 Rent to Own.
Better
Just hit
yet.
a message. This way you're not putting all your information out there, for the whole world to see. So I see some questions. What we have, Joe was just chatting real quick. We do have a couple houses available. They are 3 bedrooms, move-in ready. And if there's something you're looking for more, then certainly send us a message. And yes, we could work something out. I saw someone had a wheelchair. If you needed us to go over and do a virtual tour, we could set something up like that as well for you. But typically virtual means you would get to go to the house, but we could certainly work that out too.
Yes. And, a lot of our houses, we've done a lot of these walkthroughs. So you get to see some of the videos.
Yeah.
However, we always say, you want to go to the house, make sure it's right
Yeah.
for you. You're going to be looking at this as a long-term commitment because it's not a rental. We get so many messages per day. Would you just rent me the house? And that's just not what we do, guys. We want to sell you the house. So that's the point. And with our rent to own program, you need no bank qualification to move into the property now and rent it and own it and treat it like you're already owning the place. You could paint it, you could decorate it. We have one of the folks, they said, well, we want to tear out the countertop. I'm like, okay. They want to put a brand new granite countertop. Well, then go do it. That's going to be your new house.
Yeah.
So that's what's really, really cool about what we do. So if you want to live in a certain neighborhood and maybe you're driving through that neighborhood and you see that red sign that says for sale by owner and it has a phone number, snap a picture of that house, snap a picture of that sign with the phone number on there, so house and sign, and send that right to us, guys. We're going to call them. We're going to have one of our team members call them, and if we end up buying that house, it pays you $1,000, just if we buy it. And then that could be your future home. So we actually have people who are currently doing that. They send us the message, I found a house, here's the phone number, here's the street, and they obviously want to live in that area. So that's really, really cool. So if you see that for sale by owner sign, guys, we could definitely buy that house possibly.
And
so
even if it's a
share
plot
it.
of land, we've even been getting into that. I know it doesn't help a rent-to-own buyer, but guys, that could still be $1,000. So
Right.
there's lots of little pieces of land popping up that aren't listed anywhere, and people just stick signs out front, and that could still be money. And
We're buying 2 of them right now. Well,
Yeah.
we're buying one and selling one right now. So
Pretty cool.
it works out, guys. And how we found that one was we were actually at the Brockport property, just kind of taking some pictures, and they just painted
I
it.
think
We
we
were
went from
checking it out.
Brockport back to Hilton or vice versa.
And we were driving down the road. We saw the sign
I saw
and
like 3. It was crazy. So that could be 3 different.
opportunities to make $1,000. So that's what's awesome.
And
so,
if it's not in your horizon at the moment, but it's something that you're thinking about doing, we always encourage you to start saving for that down payment, because if and when the time comes, you're going to need to have that solid down payment, and you're going to make sure that if, let's say, your dream house pops up and you don't have your down payment, then that's a problem. But if you start saving now, then, you know, really get that ready. Like, it is 2021. What are your goals? If homeowning is a goal that seems far-fetched and you just want to see how close you have to be to it, then shoot us a message. You know, that's why I love having Courtney too, because she can help answer some of these questions, because we try so hard to come on and share and educate, but we also have to buy houses too. So it's a kind of a busy business here. So having Courtney to be able to field some of those questions, she's been incredible, just as our other girls was too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So the steps to, everybody says, so what's the first step to rent to own? And hey, Travis, want to say hey real quick. We got some followers.
Yeah, Mike.
Kendra stopped in. Mike's here. So I want to give a shout out to you guys. Thanks, Travis. Appreciate that. Great seeing you as usual. But I will say this: the first step to rent to own is you have to have the desire to want to own a home, and you want to be. It's time. I want to do something about
hit
that.
that point of disgust. Like, either Joe's always saying, like, you know, is it you want to play your music really loud and you can't because of the apartment complex, or maybe vice versa for me. I knew I was ready because I didn't want to hear the loud music and I wanted to go to bed early because I was a teacher that got up really early.
And I was the one playing the music loud.
And maybe
we didn't live next to each other. But
maybe you own a pet and it's really hard to find somebody that'll take a dog. You know, anything along those lines where, you know, you're ready to be the homeowner. Like, then start taking those steps forward to make that happen, because that's the first step. That burning desire to own a home.
Right. And then number 2, you want to start figuring out where you want to live and what your budget is. So by budget is what's the most you could afford per month, and then what's the most you're going to have to put down for a down payment for a new home. And these are the things that you want to start figuring out is your budget, because that's 2 important things. And that's when you're going to eventually, at one point, you're going to talk to somebody at a bank. And we want to make sure that if you want to stay around $1,000 a month and you're looking at a $300,000 home, your payment's going to be a lot more than that $1,000 budget. So we want to make sure we find what's in your budget. And like we said earlier, we work with houses in all price ranges. It could be a $50,000 home. It could be a $400,000 or $500,000 home. So don't rule out anything in between, because we currently have all of those. So with that being the case, our dogs are having a good old time. It's dinner time. Yeah. They're like, we want dinner.
I want to be over here.
But I will say, yeah, they want to get in the camera.
Old lady, my 10-year-old mini pin Chihuahua, and I know.
She's got the pink sweater on because it's like 10 degrees out.
12 degrees, guys.
And
but yeah, so if you have questions, definitely send it our way, you know. And that's a great point, Joanna. You have the down payment, but credit is only fair. Well, good news for you, credit isn't an issue. That's what we give a lot of our tenant buyers time, is to work on their credit. We've got amazing resources for them that we give them. You know, we've been doing this for a while now, so we have checklists upon checklists of everything that needs to happen, and it's really a seamless way to get into your first home.
And I will say too, the neat thing about this is there might be a grant that you might qualify for. We don't know. But you want to talk to the folks who could do that, because the neat thing about it is you could be renting the house, and if you do qualify, you could get grant money that goes towards your down payment to purchasing the house while you're already living there. And some of those programs take a year. Some of them are even a little bit longer than that. But that's the benefit of being able to have that option. And then the other part of it too, as far as credit goes, a lot of these places that we work with do credit repair, or at least walk you through the process. And then we do have different levels of that too. Not personally, but we have people that we work with that we can refer you to that really could get some amazing stuff done. And then even like we were talking earlier about having the right mortgage processor and loan officer in front of you makes all the difference in the world too. So we do have some folks who are fantastic in credit and the mortgages and all those things across the board. So
yeah, upon application, how serious we are, we're gonna know. We're gonna have like that, you know, futuristic view of, okay, it's gonna take about X amount of time, and you're gonna need to do X, Y, and Z, and this is what's gotta happen in order to get you to that finish line. So that's super important.
Yes.
It's not like we're just throwing in your house, like, see you later. You know, we take it very seriously. Our goal is to make our tenant buyers owners.
Yeah, and I would say, and that's the fun part of what we do. And when you get to actually see somebody move into one of these properties, they are so happy to be a part of that process.
Happy tears.
Is really, really cool. And, you know, it's just part of the game is, guys, we realized a long time ago that majority of the folks don't qualify for a mortgage.
Yeah.
It's probably in the teens. 15% of the U.S. population qualify for a mortgage, which that means that leaves a big portion of folks who just don't right now. And that's understandable because there's a lot of things that happen. And so what we do is we'll give you that time to kind of fix those things while you're already in your future home. And then once you get everything all fixed and you're sitting in front of the right mortgage person and you got all credit stuff fixed, or maybe it's other things than credit, you're already signing paperwork for a house that you've already been living in. So that's what's really, really cool about our program. And we purposely paint most of it like very neutral. So if you decide you want to splash pink for your daughter's room or whatever colors you guys want to do.
Like I threw a little agreeable gray in Brockport, and he was kind of like, well, and I'm like, we're doing like a light tan. We're going to go gray route here. So, and everybody loves it. So we're just...
She's got that eye, guys.
Yeah.
She's really good.
So if you know anybody looking to get into one of our homes, we also do pay a referral for that as well. So keep us in mind if anybody is looking to own or looking to sell.
Yes. So we have a lot of things going on tonight. We have another class to get to, but thank you for tuning in. We love seeing you guys here.
Yeah, make sure you like the page and follow along. I need to get better about posting more. So we'll definitely be sharing more of the progress of all of our different houses that are available. But yeah, PA, we have now moved into, thank you, Jenny. I didn't get my hair cut. We're moving into PA, guys. So we have 585 rent to own because, you know, we weren't thinking very big. We love Rochester, we love the area, and well, here we are. We are all over New York State and into PA. So welcome aboard if you are from another state. Hello, and let us know if you have any more houses down there.
Well, and that's the fun thing about, we could buy virtually a lot of our properties, guys. So technology has really been super helpful. So when somebody either puts us in touch with a seller or the seller reaches out to us and says, I have a home for sale, you know, a lot of it, what we do is just do the virtual walkthroughs of the property. Yes, we'll do send contractors down there to do a, you know, inspection, check it all out. But some of these houses were just bought recently. Some of them were bought a little bit older. It all depends on the situation.
The market's crazy. Like, people bought a house, but then they realize because of, you know, what we're going through, they want to go be closer to their family. And that's, like, I can't tell you how many people we've had that have, boom, taken off to Arizona, taken off to, where else?
Florida,
Carolina.
Tennessee, North Carolina. I mean, it's like everybody's just has all these, you know, it does sound nice, especially when it's 12 degrees out here.
I'm looking at palm trees on my phone, and they're like, oh, come on.
And we have our TV fireplace. We have the real fireplace
We
right
do,
here, but we have
yeah.
the TV one over here, and it's just kind of cool, so I want to show that off. But I like it. I like it.
So, yeah, we know, maybe we'll be down in Florida pretty soon here.
But I will
Right
say,
down.
you know, Elkland, Pennsylvania is a beautiful house. Hilton, it's the same thing. So is Brockport. We do have a bunch more coming,
We've got
too.
some Hilton updates, guys. So Kevin's going to get us some photos because
Yeah.
I've heard that the cabinets are turning white. Hello. So I'm super pumped about that. We were offering it as is, but nobody wanted to take it. So here we go, doing a little Jen magic here in the kitchen. And yeah.
But you know what, though? It's going to be so fun. So we can't wait to show that off. And you guys see what she did with the Brockport one already. So if you want to see the list of the houses currently available, some information, go to 585renttoown.com and hit, I think it's Rent to Own Homes. There's a tab right in the very front page, and it'll just give you a whole list of them. You'll see some that are in the past, but you'll see a bunch of current ones, too. And there's a lot more coming. So we have Ranch in Batavia coming. We've got Binghamton. We have a whole bunch more coming, guys. So stay tuned. We'll keep you guys posted on what we have. We're staying busy. What are you going to be doing right now anyways? We went sledding yesterday, but and played in the snow. Yeah, no, it was just me. I took her sledding yesterday, and no, but you know, it's
that wasn't kind of even sledding, guys. So where we live, there's like a big pile of snow, and he was just like launching the kids down this like cliff of like shoveled snow or plowed snow. So that was kind of comical. But anyway, Joanna, just send us a quick message so that we can connect you with Courtney, and she'll love to answer all your questions. I don't know her phone number off the top of my head, so we'll definitely connect there. So let's get these houses sold and get some new ones.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Happy Thursday.
You guys have a great Thursday. Yeah, and we'll see you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks.